Yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. We're live now. Just sharing the link to everybody. So, episode one, Genshin and chill episode. Um, I don't know if you all want to introduce yourselves. Let's start with Rocky D.
Yo, alright, cool. What's happening? What's happening? My name is Rocky D. Also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rocky D. I'm a Genshin player. I hate the game. I have a love-hate relationship with the game. Uh, I guess we could talk about that later on. But yeah,
Yep,
that's it. I stream mainly
Twitch.
on the weekdays on Twitch, and usually it's all RPG content. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, man, good vibe. So,
All
Vista, what
right,
about you?
Mister. All right, um, I'm Kavista. That's my game name. I don't stream, but I play a lot of games. I love Genshin. Find it's pretty cool. I think there's a lot to do. Well, when I say a lot to do, I mean I say a lot to do. I mean when you're just starting out, there's a lot to do. But yeah, it's a fun game. I think it has so much potential. So yeah, I gave it a shot. All right.
So, let me ask you all before we start this. We'll start with you first, Rocky D. Are
Yo,
you a whale? Are you a dolphin? Are you
oh man.
F2P?
I'm about to expose myself. I'm a dolphin. I'm a dolphin. I usually buy the battle pass every round. If I feel like it, if I have a little extra change, I buy primals and stuff. Not often though, but yeah, I buy the battle pass every round.
Nice, nice. What about you, Kavista?
I'm the same. Yeah, I'd say I'm a dolphin. I buy both the battle pass and welcome moon
Yeah,
um
yeah. I also buy the Welkin Moon.
every time they come around, and I spend, well, I guess we'll go into that later, but I spend I buy promos every now and then when I get hooked on a character.
Yeah,
Like
man.
you.
Well. As for me, I was free to play until Zhao came out.
Oh man.
Man, I was running calculations in my head so much. I was like, "There's no way I can miss out on Zhao." So
Bro.
I had to I had to get the Welkin and the BP, and from then on, I've gotten the Welkin moon every
Every single time, yeah.
every time.
You only have to buy
uh,
the you only have to buy the ones to get hooked.
it's true. It's
Yeah,
true. It's actually a lot of people don't realize it, but it's more than just buying like $5 worth of primos. It's a lot
yeah.
more. I think in
Hmm.
all it's like 2,700 primos you get.
Yeah, yeah, about
Yeah.
that.
Plus, you get 300 Genesis crystals.
Yeah, so it's like 3K.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much, and that's a lot. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
yeah. I find that, like, to me, that's the thing that's most worth it in Genshin to buy.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get to the big topics right now. So we have a situation that's happened with the Genshin community.
Mhm.
One of the most notorious leakers apparently has gotten caught. Some people don't believe the story. Some people believe the story. Um, what are your thoughts on
I think it's fake. I, s-
that?
I saw the post and it came off just a bit too, like it came off just a bit too fake for me. Like if you're a leaker and you get caught, you're not gonna out
Yeah,
yourself like that, you know? That's
Well,
how it is to me. Like I've been in like Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon leakers, whenever they leak stuff, it's not as visible to the public. They do it in like little corners of the internet. They drop tidbits and hints if it's like on a scarcely populated subreddit Reddit or something. And then if they get caught, you don't hear from them until it's all over, it's all done. So to me, like seeing the Genshin leaker come out with this sad story and all, it just came off like a little bit fake to me.
Uh,
So, by the way, let me know if you can see because I'm trying to share the story. Can you see
Yeah,
it
yeah,
on the
yeah,
video?
I see
Okay.
it.
So for those listening and that's not viewing at the moment but just listening, I'll just try and read the story so you'll get the gist of it quick. So a young man that named himself Uncle Takashi. Now, now the funny thing about that is I kept hearing that name and I thought that was like some old guy that named him like one of his uncles guy.
Misdirection.
yeah.
Yeah. So he was caught 4 days ago and now has to pay 500,000. How do you pronounce that? One yen.
Yuan or something.
Um, yeah. So sorry for butchering it, but so the lawyer's letter was sent to my doorstep. Mihoyo had all my personal data, including my home address, on their database. I already paid 100K CNY after reaching a settlement. I work on a fast food restaurant as a cook while trying to pay for my education. I got the money for the initial payments from selling my parents' home at Shanghai. Now, so like I like as I heard your whole view on that, like that's a makeup story. Like that whole
Yeah,
like just
it
selling his
just
house,
comes off. It just
it
comes off
just
as fake.
I don't know. I guess I was really gullible to just believe that from the get go. But now that I'm reading it with what you're saying in mind, like just the fact that he had to sell his home to pay part of the of the thing is like sounding like a little suspicious to me.
Yeah, that part.
So yeah, what you were saying?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that part. Sound a bit fake for true. That part, that specific part about selling his parents' home, it sounds a little bit. I mean, it could be true, but at the same time,
Yeah,
um, what are the odds of that? One, you going to school and you working at a restaurant, and you spending money in Genshin. You playing Genshin. You want to leak the people information.
yeah,
Yeah, like
that sounds a bit suspect.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't think much of it at first, but like as you said, with what Rocky D said, then reading through it now sounds a bit fishy, man. Sounds a bit fishy.
Yeah. So they're saying my in-game account got banned through Baidu. Whatever account is still mine. I can only say thank you, Mihoyo, for for destroying my entire life.
I
As
mean, they
a-
sent out a warning. Like how many months ago has it been? Now they sent out a
yeah,
warning to all these leakers and stuff. And if he's a leaker, that means he has access to like beta stuff that
yeah,
they're testing. And if they give you that privilege and stuff, this is the thing too. A lot of leakers are they're either people who are close to testers and stuff, or
mm,
people who know people who are close to testers, so they
yeah,
can't be easily traced back to the tester.
yeah,
So if they're if they already got him, that means they actually got the person who's leaking, who's testing as well. If it's not him, because if it's him, that means he's getting paid. So I doubt
yeah.
it's him.
Now that's what I was thinking. Like, well, I didn't read that in the post, but I automatically thought like that guy must be some beta tester or something.
Yeah,
and like the because one of the, well, I don't know exactly which videos he leaked and whatnot, but I remember coming on YouTube a day and then I was just seeing what was it, that housing system. The guy
Hmm.
was like literally like you could see that was not a normal Genshin account. Like you could see the housing system and
Oh yeah,
like he
definitely.
was basically like summoning the bosses and whatnot. And I was like I was freaking out on that. I was like, what, like, yo, Genshin leaks are getting like real crazy. Like that's not
Yep.
normal leaks. That's actually
Yep.
leaks from like somebody that programming the game or testing the game or something
Yeah,
like that. I was
yeah.
like, wow. Now, well, let's get on with the story because I want to get your thoughts on leaks after the story. So
Yep.
let me just round this up. So where was I? So thank you for destroying my entire life and the life of my parents.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh if this is true.
Yeah, it's one of these things where it's not funny, but it's funny
But
at the same time
yeah,
because it's like what, like it's just sounding like too ridiculous to be true. I don't know. I must pay 500k CNY since I did sign the agreement and it did specify a 500k CNY fine
oh, so
for leaking.
he is a tester.
Yes, yes. So yeah,
So
it seems like he is a tester
uh,
for true.
so you see, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. If he's a tester, he should be getting paid to test. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
unless
and
it's
that
like
that's
a voluntary thing where he gets like stuff in game. That's the only way I see
yeah.
that this story makes sense.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like you have the privilege of being a beta tester,
Yeah,
and you're going to risk that, and not only risk losing your job, but risk being fined a large sum of money that obviously from your story, if it holds any credence, will destroy your life for what, a little clout from leaking. Like what you
yeah,
getting from it?
All right.
Like it's just ridiculous, you know. So I don't know. Like these leakers, like why take that heavy risk? That's what I'm asking myself. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like why would you take that heavy risk of leaking for something like you're not even really getting anything from leaking Genshin
right.
content?
If he's not getting anything from testing, he's definitely not getting anything from leaking it too.
Yeah, and it makes me think like, okay, you leak the information. You know how MiHoYo hates leaks. MiHoYo is already $1 billion company. They hate leaks with a passion. Obviously, they will put out every resource possible to find those people who are leaking. So it would just be only a matter of time before they find you.
Yeah. Uh,
Definitely.
Another thing, in the in a part of the story, when you guys sign up for games, you put your real information in terms of your address, your full, well, I mean, I know some people just create accounts just to play games. Do you guys actually do that? Because he said they found his address, they found everything about him.
Now, I
No,
think the thing is like if he's a tester out of China, yeah, you need to sign up with your personal information in China to play games
Oh,
and stuff like that.
well, that makes sense. I guess
Yeah.
makes sense.
in the event of anything like that, it could come back to you.
Yep.
You could easily track it on.
Which is
That's
more of a giant risk because they're tracking you.
yeah, that's crazy.
So okay, let me go to you. When that me when that I think that person's first language probably not English, but
Yep.
anyway, when come on, you make me laugh. I feeling bad.
That's
when
harsh.
when I'm just reading it how it is. I'm not correcting the English. When that MiHoYo employee, young lady, very attractive, brought a lawyer, big guy in black glasses, to meet me. They said, "Do you know what you have done?" Now this sounds like some kind of manga anime.
Yeah, yo, yes. That's what I was just thinking.
Like, why would he specify, like, okay, the young lady who's very attractive and a guy in black glasses came to see you? Like, why would he
Yeah,
specify that she's attractive? Like,
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Try to
Have you heard of killing one chicken to warn the monkeys? You are now that chicken.
yo, when I
okay,
when I
oh,
heard that, I thought of an anime for Chewy. It's like painting a picture of an anime in your head, you know.
is that like a Chinese proverb or something? I'm
Oh, yo, I think that guy should, maybe if that happened to him for sure, make a movie because that is some funny stuff.
he's Edward Snowden for me, yo.
Yeah, so at that moment, I only wanted to take a knife to cut off my hands. Man, this guy is something else. I don't have to go to jail right now as long as payments are done. If I fail to make a payment, I will immediately go to jail. This is a nightmare. I lost all prospects of education or marriage. I don't have a future anymore.
Wow.
That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. Like if in some realm of possibility that's actually true, that is crazy. Now, and it's like if you use their proverb, the chicken proverb, it will actually discourage leakers. And I was thinking about it because, like, before you mentioned that would be a story, and I was reading it as if it were actually true. I
Mhm.
was thinking, okay, let's see if there will still be leaks because um, something I want to bring, and let me just finish the story because I really want to bring that point after. How MiHoYo caught him. So MiHoYo got a very detailed data every player's activity. When
I
the
believe
first
that.
yeah, that makes sense. Now, when the first images and videos were uploaded, MiHoYo started to compare values on videos with other player accounts. Takashi mentioned the level of Divine Sakura tree on a test realm, that he owned the Eula C6 on his real account, and his previous Primo Gem count. This was enough for MiHoYo to create a player profile and cross-match it with every other live and test realm player. So what do you all think about that?
Hmm. Now I believe they could catch you like that. So it's very feasible, but everything up to that point just seems a little bit out there, you know?
Yeah. And like as he was mentioning the Euler C6 and the Frost Bearing tree, I remember because I hear a lot of leaks every day. And I remember one of the leakers was actually mentioning how
Hmm.
much Primo Gems he got, items he got, leveling up to a certain level in how many days and whatnot. So I'm thinking maybe they can probably use that information to try and track down the people. It's like it's not heavy information, but at least it's something to go on. So
Yep.
yeah. So like now that the story is done, what I want to discuss on this is what are the like will that actually um decrease the amount of leaks coming out because I woke up this morning, I saw the story and I'm still seeing more leaks coming out. So it could
Yeah.
have been it could have been something that was already there, but like what I'm thinking is like and I it's funny like in retrospect just thinking
Mm.
about that because The moment MiHoYo put out the Ayaka, the official art for Ayaka, and what I can't remember,
Yomiya, and
and
the other
Sayo,
one, Sayu. Yeah.
yeah, the Green Sonic. So from the moment MiHoYo dropped the official art for this thing, and when I saw that, I was amazed because I know MiHoYo likes to keep their
Keep things
cards
on there.
really close
Yep.
to
Yep.
close to their chest. So when I saw that, I was like,
Hmm.
like I guess MiHoYo is trying and turn a new leaf. And it seems like that just enraged the league community. And
Yes.
from that moment,
A
leaks
ton of
started
leaks
coming
are
out
just.
like crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on, yo? Like every day a bunch of leaks coming out. I was like I don't mind certain leaks, but it was to me it was just coming to a point where it was a bit too much. I
Mhm.
don't know. What are your thoughts on leaks in general and the leaks that have been coming out? Do you think it's right? Do you like the leaks? What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I mean, I'll just say a little bit about it. I agree with you, firstly, in that when they release these little ads of these characters, the leakers just they they seem like they were outrageous. And they let loose of everything they had regarding
Yeah.
you. But in terms of leaks in general, I feel like leaking content, and obviously all leakers will use that as the justification, is to help characters, help users prepare more or less for new
Mm,
characters, upcoming characters. So you could see who you like, you could see which character you prefer, and then you could probably start preparing, start farming for that
Mhm.
character. So when they come around, you can easily, and let's say you summon and you get them, you can easily build them. Um,
yeah, true.
and I think that's one of the reasons I hate the most for leaking stuff. I don't absolutely agree with it. However, in terms of what MiHoYo just did, dropping, giving us a little taste of the characters to come, it
Yeah,
gives us. This is what they should have been doing, I should say, for
Yep.
from the get go. They should have been
true.
doing this from the get go, so we know what to expect. We know what to farm for next. We know what we get in, or we have an idea of what we get in. They're not leaking any content. They're just leaking the characters because that's a gacha game. That's the main thing
Exactly.
about
Yeah.
gacha games are the units, the characters you get in. That's the main things about the game. That's what you play the game for, to build characters, to get new characters, to yes, to enjoy the content of the game itself, but the characters is the main feature of gacha games. And and to release characters and give us a something like a preparation, that's I think is a good thing. And leakers doing that themselves, I agree with it sort of, but in terms of leaking content and all of that, I disagree with that aspect of it. But in terms of leaking the characters, I kind of agree with it because it gives us an idea of what's coming, who's coming. We don't know how much damage the character's doing, but we just seeing their
Yeah.
aesthetic, we just seeing what they look like, that type of thing, and that would help us in making our decisions in the game. Yeah,
So you basically want a roadmap.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. So funny enough, I think MiHoYo tried to like circumvent the leaks because they already had all these characters prepared. Because
Yeah.
Ayaka's been there since before the game was released.
Yeah.
She was
Been
leaked and
this.
stuff. And then Yomiya was, she didn't have a name or a face yet, but we knew that she was a pyro archer for several months now. So I
Yeah.
think MiHoYo was just being a bit more proactive, and they should continue to do that. As it pertains to leaks, I don't much care for it. I'm not someone who just goes and looks for leaks. If I see something interesting come up, like if I watch Majestic or something, to see
Yeah.
to see if I should like bother farming for certain materials, I'll do that. But like if it's a character or anything like that, I usually get my information straight from MiHoYo. So I don't much care for leaks. I'm just indifferent towards it. But yeah, MiHoYo needs to put out a roadmap so people know like exactly what's coming, um,
Yeah,
what you should prepare for and stuff like that. That would at least like keep people actively playing the game, farming for items and stuff,
true.
instead of, hey, Kazuya is coming next patch in 2 weeks or something like that. This is, and you don't know what
Yeah,
he needs, and then when he comes out, you still don't know what he needs because you haven't gotten him yet. I find
exactly.
that that's a bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I'm more onto Covell's side. I like knowing what characters are coming for because I consider myself really close to
Mhm.
F2P because I only buy the Welkin. I only at rare times get the battle pass.
Mhm.
So since I'm close to F2P, I need to know how many primos I would need to save to give me a chance to get the character I need. For
Short
example,
answer is all. You need all.
because I remember I got never I can't ever forget trying to save for Shao and doing endless
Bro.
calculations in my head, and I'm thinking, okay, the month is coming. I'm going to get 5 wishes from Paimon shop. Okay, I'm going to get every day with the Welkin. I'm going to get close to at least one single a day. Then if
Count your
I
dailies.
yeah the
Bro.
dailies, the endless missions I have to do with primos there. I'm calculating that. I'm doing like all sorts of calculations.
That was me for you,
Um,
lot.
yeah, and
I think
like so with the leakers telling you, okay, Ayaka is coming out. Um, um, let's say not leaking, assuming July 21st. So, so, so if we have that in mind, right? So you can decide, okay, I have like just giving a random amount of days. I have 20 days to save primos. That means calculating my commissions and my welking every day. I can get at least 20 summons, and then maybe around, and you do your calculation so you'll know, okay, will I hit PT, will I hit soft PT, do I need to go for double, should I skip Kazuha because Ayaka is coming out, and these kind of things will help you plan better.
Yep.
But I think MiHoYo was used to keep their cards close to their chest because, and that was something that actually surprised me that they released that information that soon, because to me when they released the information about Ayaka and Lumia, I was like, but Kazuha is not even out yet. Like, to me that would drastically decrease the sales of Kazuha. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't
Funny
know if
enough,
yeah.
these three characters were already like speculated on for a while. Like we had gameplay of Ayaka for like I said for since before the game came out, and all this other stuff was there. So it could be that they figured okay, these characters information is like basically out already. Let's just tell the public what it is. And they're gonna tell them when they come out, we're just gonna give them a little promotional art, entice them. That's that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
now
that
I'm
that's
actually
true.
interested in saving up for Yomiya. So
Yeah, and with the so I have you seen the leaks of her gameplay?
I have,
Well,
I
well,
have.
I should. I,
what is he talking about, Brian?
yeah, because like And I think to me that's another problem I don't have is I don't have a problem with seeing the leaks of the character
Yeah.
because it would like that just got me super hyped up for Kazuha when I saw his animations. But
Oh yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't know what is it is with animo support 5-star characters. They just don't like me. They just don't like me. Like imagine I when the game just came out, I was trying to get Venti. I spent all my Primo gems, didn't get Venti. Venti rerun came back.
Oh
I
man.
I I spent my Primo gems again. I got Chichi,
Damn.
and I had to make had a big decision to make. Do I go after I got Chichi? Do I go for the like the must get I will get Chichi, or do I go for Zhongli because I knew Zhongli was about to come out after Child, and that's a good thing that leaks help you with. Like it helps you make better decisions as a free to play player.
Yeah,
So
better
I had
planning.
a yeah better planning. So I had to think, okay, do I go for the animal Archon or do I go for the Geo Archon? And to me, for my personal team building, Zhongli made a lot more sense for me to get. So although I could like Venti is even more broken right now, but I still think that was the right decision for me to make. And I was comforting myself by saying, okay, I will get Kazuha instead. At least he's like a mini Venti. And then, what do you know? Ayaka comes out. I was like, no. It's like, I'm doing the calculations in my head and I'm like, it's too, like, I was thinking, okay, because at first the leaks were saying Ayaka would come out the second in terms of like 1.7 or 2.0, whatever it will be. And then now the leaks are saying Ayaka is coming out first. I'm like, there's no way possible I would have time to save enough Primo gems, especially if I lose the 50-50 for Kazuha. There's no way. No, no, if I actually, no, what I'm saying, if I win the 50-50, then that means I would have to win another 50-50 to
Yeah.
get Ayaka. And
Uh,
what are the chances of that?
it can
So,
happen.
I mean, it can happen, but I mean, for me personally,
We don't have that type of
um,
luck.
I don't have that type of luck. I really don't. Covell has more luck in gacha. Covista has more luck in gacha games than me.
I think my luck ran out because rolling for Eula almost took me to hard pity. Like
Wow.
I was like 10 wishes away from hard pity.
What?
Yep.
I never got.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what happened to me for Hutao.
I never got
Bruh.
that. I don't know what's that. Huh? All I know is soft PT.
Although it might be coming back. 50 wishes and I just pulled Skyward Pride, so
What?
yeah.
Wow. I think I almost went full PT for Skyward Pride on the standard banner.
Damn.
I don't mind that one, you know. Everybody have Skyward Pride except me.
I think my name should be Claymore Central. I have way too many Claymores.
I don't have enough claymores. I think the weapon I have the most of right now is swords and then like bows. And those are the two weapons I use the least.
Yeah. So as we're on that subject, so how do you guys feel about the current patch in terms of like because before the patch came out, a lot of people were complaining about the state of the game in terms of like you know the content is just being rehashed, just a few events coming in here and there. We had we have had quite a few big name um, well, sort of big name content creators leaving the community. So now that
Yeah.
1.6 is out, um, what do you think the current state of Genshin?
Um. Oh, okay. I'll go. Um. Okay. 1.6 out. Um. If you how would I put it? I trying to. Okay. 1.6 has a lot to do. I would say. I would say a lot to
Mm,
do. If you're a grinder, it will come down to the same thing for you, in that the game does not have enough content. Because besides 1.6, well, the event that's going on right now, the summer festival, the summer thing, there's
yeah.
this new abyss. So there's a couple things that you could try, and the summer event has a lot. I think it has a lot of exploration. It has new well, not well, yeah, a new map, more or less. And it has a
Mm,
lot of stuff you could do, and a lot of chests you could find, all of that jazz.
yeah.
But I think with all of that, it all depends on the type of player you are. Because if you're a passive player and you don't play hardcore, um,
Mm.
it would be a lot of content for you to go through. But if you're a grinder, it will end up coming back to the same thing. Once you get it done, you complete it early, you have the whole rest of 1.6 there waiting for nothing because because you, because you complete all the content already. So I
Like
think,
me.
yeah, me too.
True.
Right now I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm actually going through like um going through Tevat. I trying to find all the chests, trying to get my map up to 100% everywhere, and I never do that. I'm never one for exploration. I'm never one for exploration. I just like to get the achievements, um, unlock everything in the events, and get my primo gems. That's the main thing. But I never want to go and look to explore. But that event, I explored a lot. I think I'm not sure if I don't. I probably 90 something percent completion of all the chests in the area. um, but I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed the event. But I grinded it out. I completed everything. So right now I'm kind of like waiting for something new to come, which is why I'm going back to Tevat to do the exploration I never did before. So yeah, I think it's all about, if you're a grinder, it will come down to the same thing, in that the game not having enough content. But if you're a passive player, it will be fine for you. That's what I think.
Interesting, interesting. What about you, Rocky D?
So I play a lot of gachas, right? I've played a
Mm.
lot of gachas. So to me, like when people started saying, "Oh, the game doesn't have content," the game doesn't have content, I was like, "Have you ever played a gacha game before?"
Exactly.
Because this is what you do. You log in for like what, a couple minutes a day. You do what you have to do, and you log out, and then rinse and repeat. Like Genshin is first and foremost a gacha game. I mean, it may be the first of its kind in that it's this open world. You go around, you explore and fight and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
still at its core a gacha game. So like 1.6 for me, it's just, I think the game needs more content like this to keep people coming back. The problem with it that
Mm.
they're probably not gonna be able to fix is that if they keep adding new areas like this,
Mobile users.
yeah, mobile users, RIP, and just like Dragon Spine, it's gonna be useless once you know you've done all the content in it. Like right now, I'm just sailing around in the boat because I know this place is gonna be gone in like the next patch. That's literally what I'm doing. But they need to add more stuff like this. I think I share the same mindset as other content creators in that while you know this game may be mobile friendly and geared towards mobile players, why not have like your own standalone PC version or console version
Yeah,
where
see.
you keep these areas, and then you keep adding stuff to it. And then for the mobile users, you could have a less fleshed out version of it, where the mobile users get the same rewards and stuff like that. So I think that the patch is good, it's great, but it's definitely not perfect.
Okay. For me personally, I understand what you were saying. I remember listening to a Tech Tone video and he was talking about DLC content. That's something MiHoYo could think about. As you mentioned that, it just brought to my mind like if you could possibly turn on and off or delete certain aspects of the game. Like, for example, I like to be honest, to be totally honest with you, I would prefer them keeping the islands around and removing what's the name of that place again? Dragon Spine. Because I actually I hate going in that place. Like that thing where you keep getting frozen in that place. I couldn't wait to finish there, and I think that's probably why one of the reasons why um I've never finished completing the Frostbearing tree because
You and me
that
both, man. I finished the frost bearing tree like a couple weeks ago.
that
No, must be. Oh,
No, honestly, no, honestly, this is what happened, right? I actually stopped playing the game for the entire patch that Xiao and Hu Tao came out in. I stopped playing the
wow.
game for two reasons. That goddamn food delivery event they had, that is the worst video game event I have ever experienced. I don't know what MiHoYo was thinking. Like, never do that shit again. And then Dragon Spine was, I felt Dragon Spine was kind of boring, to be honest. Like, once you get the sword, what do you do?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Stay in the cold and suffer? Like, to me, it was just kind of, not fun. And so I just took a break from the game for a while, and I came back. I came back during the Venti rerun, which is fitting because I started playing the game like at that
Yeah, you went
time.
360.
So
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Yeah, so another thing I wanted to ask you all about well, I think let me just relay my thoughts on the current patch. To me, I found like um as of recent patches that to me that has been the best patch.
yep,
Um the whole boat thing, it's a really enjoyable, a whole different kind of mechanic. Um, the whole island thing, it's just a whole different kind of scenery from the rest of Tevat. Also, the only thing is, unlike both of y'all, I guess I'm a procrastinator in Genshin. I haven't done much much of the puzzles in in the on the islands, and I guess that's because like I didn't I guess I skip so much of the actual talking and whatnot that I don't even know how to complete these puzzles. So I think I'll have to go and watch some videos on how to do these puzzles because I'm watching these puzzles and I'm like, how do these things work? But I really like the part. It's really nice. It gives me some Zelda vibes to it as well. Um, and I'm looking forward to 1.7 or 2.0, whichever one it's called. I can't wait to get my hands on Ayaka. I really wish that she would be there when the islands are there because, you know, just to be
yeah,
able
she
to
could.
travel on the
Yeah,
water, yeah, and whatnot. But it is what it is. Um, but before we move on from this current patch, what do you guys think about the new elemental mastery buff? Are you really feeling the effects? Is it meh for you? What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I'm really feeling the effects. Only in Spiral Abyss for floor 11.
I second that. I second that.
Honestly,
I don't see it like out in the overworld.
yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Maybe
I
maybe I have like the wrong Sucrose and Venti build, but
mhm.
yeah, I'm not feeling it in the overworld.
It's still not strong enough, in my opinion. Um, Same as Electro, like the buff that came with Elemental Mastery. It's still not.
Yeah.
It's not where it's supposed to be as yet.
I
I don't know.
think Electro should like get another buff, and I think they will give them another buff because the next Archon will be an Electro Archon. So I think Mihoyo, if they want their characters to sell, they will definitely give Electro a buff.
They cannot have a weak Archon. Eh?
Oh, definitely. Oh,
Yeah.
Imagine.
What
Zhongli,
what
Zhongli,
happened to something?
Yeah,
Zhongli.
that's exactly what I was coming to. You remember what happened in Zhongli? They
Yeah.
had to buff him. They cannot have a weak
Yeah,
Archon.
definitely.
So
Yeah,
either they
so
before or
mm,
sorry, I was saying after either they buff Electro before or they
yeah.
do this. They do Zhongli for that character, that Electro Archon.
Yeah, definitely. For me, the buffs, like just like y'all said, like I remember trying sucrose in like the overworld, and like I wasn't really feeling it that much. Um but like to me, I always used to look at sucrose like a unit I don't really like to play. I started playing more because I got Shao and I needed a
Mhm.
battery. And I still like at the starting I didn't even want to use it, even though um Shao usually needs a battery because I have I think what is it right now? I think our free for Vonius land, so like I don't even really need a battery for Shao. So I could still run my Shao without a battery. So it's like only now, like especially floor 11 2, I believe. It's like Sucrose just goes ham and on that floor. So and I have been seeing some crazy builds for Sucrose on YouTube. I want to try out. I think I'm going to put a bit more love into Sucrose because I'm going to miss out on Kazuha. So I'm just going to use that to distract me until Ayaka comes out.
Boy, Ayaka got you, boy.
Yeah, but yeah, because like Ayaka and Zhao has been my two must gets from since before the game came out. So I know
Yeah.
in my heart that just like I was going hard for Zhao, if I miss out on Ayaka, I will regret it. So yeah, I'm going to miss out on Kazuha, which I really wanted because of his animations are amazing. Like I find he has like one of the best animations in the game. But when I really think about it in terms of like what my party actually needs and wants, it's like I don't think he will offer enough to me for me. Like if you could have run him as a DPS,
Hmm.
and like as a supporter as well, is like okay, definitely I would have gone for him. But like the fact that he'll be, I mean, we're all only making our assumptions because you never know. Sometimes when the character comes out live, they actually surprise us and whatnot. But
That's
I
very unlikely, right?
huh?
I said that's very unlikely. Leaks are usually
Some of them.
Yeah, yeah. I doubt the leakers will be proved wrong, but I mean you never know. But even if he turns out to be a DPS, I still think he will be anywhere as strong as Ayaka anyway. And I feel like I already have two of the top pyro DPS in the game. I need a cryo DPS. I already sacrificed not getting Euler, so I have to get my hands on Ayaka. Pause.
or
Yeah,
I'm
man. Mm,
sorry. I was just saying I'm thinking of going for him. Don. Because remember I told you if I get Eula, I'll
yeah,
be inclined to summon for Ayaka. Um, and that's the case. I'm not really feeling to summon for Ayaka because I already have my ice. Yes, there. I mean, she's more physical based, but she does ice damage as well. Um, so
yeah.
depending on how, because what I want from him, I want him to be like Albedo,
Mm.
like
Oh,
a sub DPS sort of
yeah.
under support. Like I want him to be able to do damage off the field, but it doesn't look like based on the leaks, it doesn't look like that might be the case. I'm not sure if it's only elemental mastery he'll be providing, but I want him to be like a sub DPS like Albedo. If he's like that, I'll be really happy to summon for him, and I probably will. Um, but if not, I might not. I might just keep and wait for Yomiya. Yoimiya.
True,
She's
true.
at a
I,
chapter.
I just have a feeling for some reason. I think people are misunderstanding what Kazuha will be. I think certain units um before they hit the launch, people envision them in certain ways. But I think the more people utilize him, the more you will get to find out different uses for him, and he might even be an invaluable asset later down the line. But I guess until we get him in our hands, we will not actually know the full extent of his feat and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what his constellations are, or like
Yeah,
what his talents are, things like that. 'Cause I remember certain people did speculate that Ganyu would have been a support based on just like what her leaked kit was, but she's like what the top DPS in the game right now.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I remember that. I remember that very well.
And then we also
yeah.
had people who thought Zhongli would be a DPS, and then when he came out, everyone was complaining he doesn't do enough
Exactly,
damage.
Doing
He's
that.
a
exactly.
support.
Yeah. And then
uh,
Miyoyo drop a little news to say that he was a support.
Yeah, he is a support. His entire
Yeah,
kit is built around, you know,
yeah, support.
well, not just his kit, but his talents and everything too.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I run my Zhongli as DPS, physical DPS sometimes, and it does pretty well for me.
Nice. That's a meme. Physical DPS only.
Ask well how I was destroyed that
You're
the
doing
new
well.
dungeon with
You're doing
Zhongli.
well.
physical Zhongli by himself.
Yeah.
Nice.
His physical
Nice.
Zhongli doing well, honestly. Because he is basically Zhongli protects himself, more or less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's his
Yeah.
own support. He doesn't need anybody. As long as your Zhongli can output enough damage, you have nothing to worry about. He's like a Noel, like these characters that a one man army type of thing. That's basically what Zhongli is when you play him as DPS, because you don't have to worry about healing, defense. He has everything, even as CC.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. So
so
based on the current, well, I don't know what y'all have seen so far.
Mm.
But even before we go to that, um, we dealt with that a little bit, but I want to touch on it a bit more. So exactly what kind of players are y'all? Are y'all hard grinders? Are y'all um, more like y'all play more in the beast? Like what do you see like the way you play Genshin as like since most of I think all of us have been in Genshin from the start. So how do you play Genshin? Do you like more the story? Do you like more building your characters? Do you like perfecting getting all how much is it 46 stars in a beast? Um What do you what part of Genshin do you enjoy the most, or do you play the most?
I'm a I'm a collector, so I try to like collect a bunch of shit, and
Gotta catch
then
them all.
yeah, man, and then build the characters that I like normally.
Yeah.
But lately, I've realized that you don't get to build the characters that you like. You have to build the characters that are actually good. Like like before, I would just build Noel, and Noel is good, right? Noel is great.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Noel, but she's
I don't
not
know about
good for
that.
she's not she's not good for all the content in the game. You still need to like
In the
spread out
game,
the
yeah.
resources and
Mm,
stuff. Like I
yeah.
the first 5 star I got was Chi Chi,
Mm.
and
Oh, you're just like me, man. Welcome to
yeah,
the club,
I,
then.
I, I got Venti right after. So
All right,
Oh
yeah.
man, you're burning me. You're burning me.
so yeah, I got Chi Chi right, and I replaced her. Like I was using Barbara as my healer and everything. So I replaced
Yeah.
Barbara with Chi Chi. I built Chi Chi. She was a 5 star. I thought she would be this great character. I thought she would do all this damage. She was cryo, you know. I replaced Kaya, and then fast forward, and she's like the worst 5 star in the game. So you don't get to build the characters that you like unless you like actually good characters.
Yeah, I agree to you to a certain extent. I feel like, to me, if you really like obsessing over a certain character, you will make it work whatever it takes. Like for
Hmm.
these guys that obsess over Amber, that build Ambers that doing like crazy damage. For these guys, like what is his name again? That content creator that plays with only F2P units. Um,
Enviosity.
Enviosity. You know, they make whatever they want to make work. Now, obviously, it will take a lot more work from you to make that happen. Like
Hmm.
I remember, was like the way I got and I ended up getting Chichi. I actually started a new account because I wanted to do a new account just to record my progress for content creating, which never came out. But um, so I started this new account just to record my progress, to put on YouTube, and then I ended up getting Chichi, and Chichi was actually my main carry through a lot of the game.
Oh, really?
And yes, my
That's what you just said?
let me rephrase that. Not a lot of the game, but a lot of the starting of the game, like to help me reach a distance, because like when the game just started, there was limited information out. You didn't know, okay, who was the best at doing what not, and obviously everybody knew Razor was like a good 4 star carry, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't get Razor. Like no matter how many times I summon, I just couldn't get Razor. Like some units up to a day like today just want to keep avoiding me for some reason. Um, but it took me a long time to actually get Razor. And when I got Razor, you know, I haven't regretted building him up to like the level he is, because he helped me out a lot. But it started to reach a certain point in the game where, because like Chichi was like a Zhongli for me in these times, because
Wow.
basically she was like basically her healing was like a shield, because obviously in the lower content of the game,
Hmm.
the damage isn't crazy, so the hurt was sufficient enough for her to like be in terms of like a bruiser.
Yeah.
She's not like, you're not doing like super damage, but you know you're not going to die. So that's how I was running Chichi, and then until like the content was, it was getting extremely difficult for me, because I couldn't, I like I didn't have a proper um, main carry that I like. Cause like people were talking about official, like physical official and the other officials, but
Yeah,
like
Fischl carried
I
me through a lot of the game.
yeah, but like I don't know, like for something for me and bow users, I just bow users just not meshing with me. I'm more of a sword man, so and hence my name. So so like I heard people talking about what's her name again? Shangling. I
Mhm.
use Shangling, but I don't know. Something was just not clicking for with me and Shangling. So until I got Razor, it was like Razor was like the saving grace for me. Until I got a 5 star. Now my first 5 star child, which I which
Nice.
Mihoyo sold. Like I to me, child had one of the best trailers um in the game. And I was like super hyped to get child. But the only thing about child was that cooldown was just a nasty thing, yo. It's still a nasty thing. I feel people complain about Zhongli, Zhongli is not doing enough and blah blah blah. And I'm happy they buff Zhongli, that's all good and well, but like to me, I feel like they should have reduced on that cooldown for a child. To me, that is too much shit. But
Yeah, season,
um, but yeah, I still really like child, but I don't use him as often as I would have if his cooldown wasn't just getting in the way of like me just enjoying him with his blades. Um, but yeah, so I think I went a little um I went a little over the top on some of the things I was saying, but what I really wanted what I really wanted to go on is like um I think um on the current state of the game, um I think the game is at a decent place right now, and I think um for Abyss, I feel like this Abyss is like one of the best Abyss of like Abyss from the time the game has come out, because like I always felt like the game's Abyss was like, well, some levels were a bit annoying. It was too much tactical thinking and all this kind of stuff. I mean, a lot of people like this kind of things, but like it was a bit annoying, especially with the part where you have to protect the what they call
Oh
it
yeah,
again.
that's annoying. That's extremely
Yeah,
annoying.
I hate that. Like that's to me like one of the worst parts of a beast. So when
huh?
the
I prefer it,
you prefer that?
Over the timer?
because you don't have to worry about time. That's the thing. You don't have to
I mean,
ask.
I guess it depends on what you're fighting.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Cause
Yeah.
cause
I mean,
last Abyss it was the Oceanade mobs, right?
oh boy,
Yeah.
I hated
Oh
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
hated that with a
I did
passion, yo.
I didn't do that Abyss just because of that. You have to protect the thing from those mobs. Nah, I can't do that.
But yeah, it's like, so you see from the Euler abyss, the
Mhm.
physical abyss, I knew that abyss would have been much better for me from the all the previous abyss, and like from then on going, it has just gotten better and better for me. The only annoying parts is these lectors and
Oh
what they call
yeah,
the other one,
yeah.
that is super
The
annoying. Like up
Herald.
to the Herald. Oh my gosh, yo, that's the very reason I've never fully. I'm still missing 1 star on floor 11, because that, like, I don't know. I think I haven't done use the right team com to get it. But like, imagine I'm beating 11 free the first floor in a few seconds with 9 minutes and something seconds on the clock,
That's
and I'm coming
crazy.
in and I'm coming in the second floor, and I'm just not reaching the 7 minutes.
Oh, yo, that's crazy.
No,
That's
no,
And
no. It's no joke because I did it with 1 second left on the timer. Like 1 second to hit the
wow.
7 minutes left,
what?
bro.
Wow. Surprisingly, I didn't
I
struggle
don't
to
know.
that one.
What team comp did you use?
I struggled. I had Bennett, Jingling, um, and who else I had? I think I had Eula on that team as well, and
Mm.
Diona. Was it Diona? Either Diona or Xingqiu. I can't remember. I think it's one of them. Either Diona or Xingqiu. So Eula, Bennett, Jingling, Diona or Xingqiu. One of them. I cannot remember which one. And the reason I chose them is because every time I fight in the Lecter,
Mm.
which one is the Lecter? The electric
The
one?
Lecter is the electric one, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
every time I fight in the electric one, I always want to have Bennett because Bennett is a perfect character against that.
Yeah,
Um, Bennett wiping that shield down so quickly, it's not even a joke. And Zhengling's ult as well does that as well. Like the ult, the spinning, the Pyronado, it
yeah,
wipes down the electric shield. And with the water one, you just need ice basically. So I think I really think it was Diona, but yeah, having two ice characters really worked that shield, and I got it down in time. And I had time to spare too.
damn.
Yeah,
I think I
surprising.
was
yeah.
probably
That's
using the
crazy.
wrong comp then
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
it's just
the
because
the
the thing
shields.
about it for me is like the Lecter wasn't a problem. It's the I keep forgetting the name, but
the
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 Herald.
hydro, the
Yeah,
Herald, yes, the Herald just takes so long to die for me. I used Chongyang tonight there, and it's still taking long to go down. I don't know. I feel like I need to try another team comp, but
But
that like
when you
huh?
use Chongyan, who do you use with him?
I tried using Zhongli for quick attacks, but
Yeah,
that didn't work.
it
So
did because that's
huh?
what that's I said it didn't because that's what recommended using Chongyan's skill, and then it
Mm,
will apply cryo to your whichever pole arm or sword
yeah,
character that usually attacks fast. So I guess Zhongli is what people usually use. Um, like Zhongli normal attacks inside of
yeah.
Chong's skill. Yeah, that's what they normally use, and it usually works for the Herald.
Well, I will try it again, but I don't know for some reason. I was watching the shield and I was like, they're not going down, man.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Last of Beast that had me away because they were new. I didn't know what to do. I tried so many things last of this year when these things first came out. I
Yeah,
tried so many things, so many different things. I tried Thunder and Fury, 4 piece on Bennett, just so that
yeah. That's what
his
I running on Bennett right now. Eh?
yes, that's what I did as well. It helps a lot. Trust me, it helps so much. Like the skill when you use his burst, the skill you using the skill in less than a second. Less than a second using the skill.
Mm,
It's crazy
damn.
how bring it. It's like I think it's 0.8. Yeah, it's crazy, yo. 0.8 seconds. Yeah, that's crazy. How fast. And that just wiping down the shield. That's all you need. That is wiping down the electric shield. And for the water one, it's just ice you need. Just need ice. You just need to apply ice to it,
yeah.
and then you should do it. Because Ganyu is broken in that
Ganyu
against
to
that.
me, Ganyu is the ultimate cheat character. Like Ganyu is broken everywhere.
Well,
Yeah, I
Everywhere.
think I also missed out the Ganyu banner when I stopped playing.
wow.
Yep,
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
get
fine.
I didn't go for Ganyu because I wanted Zhao.
me too. So I was number
And
one.
I don't like bow users.
See, now I'm contemplating like should I roll for Ayaka because I missed out Ganyu, but I just pulled Eula.
Nah, man, you need Ayaka. Eula is B. Eula,
Facts, facts,
Eula is B. I don't regret
facts.
one moment. I'm gonna triple crown her, by the way. I made my decision.
What?
I'm
You
gonna triple
you
crown her.
Zhao traitor. You Zhao traitor.
I'm gonna give Zhao one crown on his normal attacks, but I'm gonna triple crown Eula. Eula deserving of a triple
I
crown.
have I have
I'm
Zhao
not gonna
right
triple
now. I
crown her.
think
Double crown maybe, but not triple crown.
Eula is now my favorite character in the game.
I
That's
have
just
Zhao 1088.
nice. Yeah, wow. That's good. That's good.
And I plan on making him 1099 eventually. That's not right now. I'm broke on more.
Yo, that costs so much more. So
It
ridiculous.
does.
Talents is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's
Enough,
ridiculous.
enough, enough talents, enough talents. Like literally,
Yeah,
enough the
yeah.
more cost. Because you have to after you have to
Yeah,
grind
I
for
know,
it on
right?
specific days. You need to use resin to collect it,
Yeah,
I
and
know,
you
right?
need to wait for
boy,
the
yeah.
RNG to actually get the right number of books and stuff.
Right.
Yep.
Man, if there's one thing I don't like about this game is the amounts of RNG that you have to depend on for everything.
Especially in artifacts, yo.
Oh
My
man,
goodness.
it's
Do
a
you know how
sad
long
day.
I've been grinding the very decent set and I haven't gotten one elemental mastery artifact in there?
Oh,
But
I think I have a couple, but the substance are all trash.
you ain't need to worry about that, man. That's elemental mastery. You need to worry about substats. Just look for
True,
it, if
but
anything.
still,
Yeah.
Yeah, but so a lot of people, especially whales, were complaining about the content is too easy. What are your thoughts on that?
I think those whales should shut up.
I
I
know,
know,
right?
right?
I agree with you. I agree.
Bro, I don't care how much money you spend on it. Dude, shut up. Let the content be easy. If it's easy to you,
Exactly.
it's easy to you for a reason. You spent a ton of money on the game.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and another question I want to ask: with the introduction of the heralds, um, what are your thoughts on the heralds? Are they annoying, or do you like them being introduced in the abyss?
I think it's a fair level of difficulty that's being introduced.
Yeah.
Like it's something new. It keeps it fresh. It's
Mm.
not the Oceanade mobs. So
True.
I
True.
think I think it's fair. You just need to. It's something that you need to learn to fight, and
Yeah.
that's what I ended up doing. That's how I like 3-starred floor 11.
Oh boy, I'm the only one left.
Yeah, like you just need to. I just kept on fighting it, learning their patterns and stuff,
Yeah.
and yeah, yeah, it's very fair to me. The new
Yeah.
mob that's coming out on the other hand, yeah, nah.
And that's what I was about to talk about. Yeah, because from I guess I don't know if you all listen to Mr. Boring Guy, but just think
I
um you know
more.
I shouldn't say that that's this is going on YouTube.
You
but
didn't Davis, huh?
but from what I've been hearing from the leaks, we're going to get the lectors and heralds in lower parts of the abyss, and we're going to get the summaries as well. What do you all think about that?
That'll be
If it
cool.
as long as it's one samurai, I'm good. Because two of those things, nah, that's impossible.
But it's considered a
I
boss, right?
I I heard we're
Yeah,
going. I heard we're going to get like five of them in one round.
Ah,
nah, 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 nah. That's cap. That's cap.
but I don't find I don't find it
He's
was
a.
hard. Though.
It wasn't that hard. It wasn't. Um, he's a boss though, so I'm guessing he would just be like the cubes, and he's just in one chamber on his own. You beat him in a time limit or something like that, and just move on to the next chamber. It should be
Oh,
good.
speaking of cubes, we're getting a pyro cube as well.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And
Oh,
what do you think of the new mechanics of fighting the cryo cube in terms of using your charge attack to hit it? And how did you find out that you had to do that? Was it by
YouTube,
mistake or?
YouTube.
YouTube,
Just so YouTube.
YouTube.
I, I think I even did it. I did it by mistake, and I did it in the wrong direction, and I still didn't realize I had to do that towards the monster.
Wow.
So
Man,
I end up using YouTube, yeah, and then I see, wait, but I just did that, and then yeah, I just, but it got easy.
man, if I tell you, I actually watched um what's that guy? Senkapoko
Hmm.
beat the thing. I was like, wow, that thing is a boy. So I come there. I came in the game, yo. I didn't beat it. I shot my making the thing health reach low. I was like, how that thing not dying? I try and destroy the cubes around the thing, thinking, okay, that's probably like the geo one. You have to destroy the things around. I keep destroy. I was like, how that thing not dying, yo? And by accident, I actually did a charge attack, and I was like, wait a minute. And that's how I ended up figuring out that mechanic. That's
Now,
crazy.
so I didn't fight it until I actually got Eula, because like I was
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna waste the resin on this if I don't have the character that you need it for.
Me neither.
So by then I was already like seeing YouTube clips. Everybody else was fighting it
yeah.
for like kicks. So I knew how to deal with it. I died a couple times
What?
because I didn't know any of the other mechanics. I just knew how to use the charge attack.
Yeah.
So I died like once, and
Mm.
then the first time that I beat it, some of my characters did die because of the cold
No,
and
no,
yeah.
now you know the funny thing about it is I actually was helping somebody to beat it, right? In because like you said, I didn't want to waste my resin on it, so I was actually helping somebody beat it with another Zhongli and maybe I would like to say Zhongli and Diluc, and I beat that so easy, and I never realized about the whole charging mechanic. The time I figured that out is when I actually went in the beast and I was like, how am I not beating that? To me, that was so easy the last time. And I just end up stumbling upon that. And I was like, but how did I beat that the first time and not even realize that I had to um, use a charge attack on these things? That's just crazy, you know. And the other thing is, I think the pyro cube will have a special mechanic as well, where um, to use some kind of elemental skill to do something. I don't want to drop too many spoilers, so I guess people will have to figure it out on their own.
Oh
But
boy.
um, with that being said, let's have a vote. Which one of these cubes are the most annoying ones to fight in the game currently?
Currently, the Electro one.
The
I'd say
electro
the
one,
I'd say the Geo.
the Geo definitely
Yeah.
for me, and
Um,
coming in second would be the Animo one.
I don't find. I think the Nemo one is kind of easier. Like out of all of them, its
Yeah,
revival mechanic is the easiest to do, my
I
opinion.
think I think it's because my gliding sucks. But the
the
Geo
the
one
reason I
is
say
just more annoying for me. Yeah,
the electric one is because I find it like when every time it does an attack, it
yeah,
becomes vulnerable and you can hit it. I find it recovers quickly from that state. That's why I said the electro. To be honest, I find all of them easy because
hmm.
you just need the right character and you can beat them easily. And as long as you learn the attack patterns, you can beat them. But in terms of recovery from the
Mhm.
vulnerable state, I find the electro one recovers a lot quicker.
A lot quicker.
And yeah, I would say the Geo one second because you have to break any
Hmm.
pillars. I literally
Yeah,
never, farming that for Zhongli and Noel, I
hmm.
literally
Oh
never
man,
did that in like destroy all three
the
pillars, right?
first time, yeah.
Yeah, I
I've,
literally.
I've, I've never done it. I've never done it.
I was beginning to think it's not possible, but I think it is possible. I was getting close, but I just never did it. Yeah.
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 Well, The Geo one is definitely at the top of my list. I don't care what you say, but that thing is just super annoying. Now we, so when you came into the game, you all started playing the game, you all started enjoying it. And now that we've reached the current state of the game, um, what do you think about where the game is right now in terms of enjoyability and whatnot? Um, what are your expectations um, for the future, and what do you wish to come in the game as well? So we'll start with Rockedy.
So I think if you're a new player coming in, it's like the perfect thing to do because there's so much content right now
Yeah.
that you could just jump in and you could do it. You have Dragon Spine, you have the Archipelago, you have all of Leeway and Mondstadt to explore, you have all of this stuff to do.
Mm.
If you're like in our state right now, it's a chore. It's a real chore because you have to build like you have to build your characters properly. That means you have to farm for these characters, and
Yeah.
it's not easy to farm for multiple characters at the same time unless they're
Mm.
all using the same like artifacts. They're all using the same. It's even worse if they're using the same materials to ascend or the same books to level up
Yeah.
their talents
True.
and stuff. So that's why I was like complaining about the RNG aspects of the game because there's just so much RNG. I think they could have done a lot more to like reduce the amount of RNG. Like instead of having the talent books locked behind domains that require resin, have them drop
Yeah.
from each of the bosses because there's only like 6 talent books, right?
Yeah.
So you could have them drop from each of the bosses or something like that. So that way you're maximizing your farm. You're getting materials to ascend. You're getting materials to level up your talents all at the same time and stuff like that. But right now it just yeah like I said earlier, you just log in, do the stuff you have to do, and then log out. That's typical like gacha stuff. So is it in a good state right
Not.
now
Mm.
for me?
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
I wouldn't say it is. I wouldn't say it is completely. But if you're a new player coming in, yeah, now is like the best time to join the game.
Yeah. And something else I wanted to mention as well. I think I wanted I completely forgot about that because most people will not believe that, but I think y'all um y'all probably wouldn't believe that, but I still haven't opened the teapot world yet.
What?
Whoa!
You joking?
I started the quest and I never finished it.
Bro.
What?
So yeah, I'm a heavy procrastinator in Genshin. That's why, like, to me personally, a lot of things that players that started the same time I did are experiencing. I'm not experiencing that because I have so much to do, so much to do. So I'm never running out of content. And when the new Zumba comes there, oh man, it's going to be
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous for me. So what are your thoughts on the whole teapot thing?
Um. So far, okay. I'm not one to be all decoratey and whatnot. So I haven't done like an insane amount of it, but I've done it. Like I said before, I like to achieve stuff. So like I like to unlock things and know I have it there and know I've done it, I've completed it. But in terms of increasing the rank of the trust rank of the teapot and your world getting more different different maps and whatever. I'm not so deep into it. I just doing the basic stuff, almost like like Rocket said, the chore, the game being a chore. I just doing what I have to do, and then getting out, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I did the quest to know that I don't have to do it anymore, just to achieve that, and then that's it. I haven't done much. I mean I played some of the teapot. I find it's a good thing for different people that into that sort of thing. Because if you see some people teapots, you feel like it's a whole new game that they a
Yeah,
whole
it's a
new
new
world.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a new area, and that's people that invest so much into it. But yeah, I'm not that type of person. I like to fight monsters instead. So, so yeah, I just did the basic stuff.
So when the teapot came out, right? So this is the thing. I like to maximize
Hmm.
my farm and stuff. So I basically blasted the teapot and got it to trust rank 10 in like 3 weeks.
What?
And
Oh.
Yo,
and
what?
and then I was one of those people that kept making the expensive stuff and putting it in
Yeah.
the world so that you get more and more of the currency. And I capped the
Mm,
currency. I
Mm.
overcapped the currency like pretty quickly too, because every day it was like that. Okay, this is made in like 14 hours. Get someone to like speed that up for you. Log in quickly, like get that. Put a next set to make drop that in the room, and then keep recycling that while you do your other stuff in the day until I like capped it. And now I go to the teapot just to collect the currency, and like if I need like materials and stuff, I buy it from the teapot. I did decorate it because I was bored, and I
Yeah.
already I already had a layout that was like capped, making me currency. So like if I'm
Yeah.
bored and I'm in the game, okay, just decorate it. So
makes sense.
I think it's a good addition, but again, it's like the other areas like Dragonspine and the Archipelago, where once you finish
Mm.
it, there's not really much to do. You could keep making and decorating things, yeah, but if you're not into that, there's no point in the content there. There's no content there again for you to do actually.
Uh,
So let me ask you. I was about getting primo gems by putting characters in there. How you done that?
I don't think you get primo gems, do you?
yeah. Um. So based on what I understood, each character has a specific furniture I think they like. I'm not sure
Ah.
exactly how it is, but it's along those lines. Each character has a specific furniture they like, and I guess once you put them near or around that furniture
Mhm.
if it's not a certain amount of time, but once you put them near that furniture, you unlock something from them, and then you get primo gems. Not a lot of obviously not a lot of primo gems, because we Yoshis, but you get some primo gems, something.
Never
Yeah.
done that. I just put the characters that I like to see.
I think you
But the
I
worst
think you
part of
can get to 400 and something primo
Ooh.
gems in there.
Ola,
See, now you're giving me a
Yeah.
reason to go back and do stuff.
just to go.
Yeah, and that's a reason I probably should start and say doing that mission to
To
open
get
that world.
the worst part of that for me though, and that's the thing. I don't know how you all doing that. I honestly don't know how you're doing that, because my girlfriend on that, like, yo, I cannot stand. The farming of the trees, of the
Yeah.
different woods. I hate doing that so. I think that's what's preventing me from reaching far in that teapot. Farming trees, yo, going all over the place to farm trees. That's just annoying. That part of it just annoying for me. So I just not doing it. I'm not doing anything on it anymore.
I can get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does feel like tedious to go around. Okay, I'm missing this. I'm missing this. I gotta go get this, and then come back and do it again, over and over and over again.
Yeah,
And if it's not fun to just run around hitting the trees, it's not.
yeah.
But
I
the only reason I did it is to again just max the teapot so I could buy stuff in the shop in the teapot. That's the only reason I did it.
that makes sense.
Like if those rewards weren't there, I probably wouldn't waste my time.
But what do you get though? You get a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
So you get for 1200 of the currency, you get an extra 60 resin that expires in a week if you don't use it,
What?
because it's mihoyo and miho doesn't like to give stuff for free. And then
After resin
then
it's already.
yeah, like if you for the price, I think you should be getting a lot more resin than that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I did the
Like,
calculation, and if you max out your teapot, it will take you, I think, in total 40 plus hours to get that 1200 currency to even buy that resin.
What? Wow.
So it's not worth it if you that to sit there and think about it, because then you could get Mora, you could get XP books, you could get the the mystic ore for your weapons. You could get the stuff to level up artifacts, which is the best value thing there. That's the best thing you could possibly buy there.
yeah.
And and it does help.
What you were saying?
I said it does help, especially if like you have a bunch of artifacts that you
Yeah.
don't want to feed and stuff like that.
Yeah. So for some reason I don't know, the chat is not showing live in on the video, so I'm just going through the chat right now, and they said we missed out talking on the boss, as the other whatever his name is. What are your experiences in fighting that? Did you all enjoy that? Did you find it challenging? What are your experiences in fighting as a
Fighting what? Sorry, I didn't get that.
the new boss, as the
As
harder or whatever his name is?
Is that
yeah, nah, fuck that boss, because it,
I feel
it,
Zhongli is the savior for that boss.
he is.
Yes,
That's my
man.
problem.
That's why I told you, if I didn't get Zhongli, I would have regretted that so much. To me, I do like fighting that boss without Zhongli is madness, yo.
I did
I
that
don't.
today. I'm like, yo, what? Because right now, the same thing. I going back to saying the same thing again. I like to achieve stuff, right? So right now, I'm working on, Don, I working on my friendship for my characters.
Yeah.
So I
Mm.
literally build teams just for friendship, and I actually use the characters I build the teams for. So right now, I have Shinyen, Yanfei, Noel, and Yula in a team, and that boss was hell for me to be, yo, because I didn't have Zhongli. Noel's
Yeah.
shield strong. Shinyen has a shield as well, and that still wasn't good enough. Yo, that boss just it's something, eh? It's something. It's something. It's not
So
enjoyable.
let me ask you all. Both of you all have Zhongli, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
So what's your HP for your Zhongli?
Oh man, you're
Like
trying to embarrass me right now.
the shieldbot version.
Uh,
You have a conclusion, huh?
so my Zhongli, I don't have like artifacts built on my Zhongli. I just have him. I just have the tenacity of the Millilith or whatever it is called.
Yeah, that's
Milia,
it.
I have
yeah.
that set on him purely for the bonuses. So with that, and he even has
So
a
you're not
trash
running
weapon
full
on him.
HP on him?
Not running full HP right now. He's at 26k. So for a
Cause
Zhongli,
I'm
that's
running
not much.
Because I'm running full HP on my Zhongli with the tenacity of the Milia set. I think
Mhm.
I haven't 20'd all of my artifacts yet. some of them on 16, some 17, some 20. And I have the freestyle weapon for the extra HP. I think my song is on like 40 something K. And uh,
Damn.
and as still breaks my shield at times.
Yeah,
So I
that
was
boss.
like,
Um,
that boss is like ridiculously strong.
my zone, um, I'd say he's well built. All artifacts almost at 20. The same set, tenacity of the millilith. And his HP at 31k. I have the thing is
Yeah,
I have a HP Sans. Um, I have a Geo Cup and a Crit helmet. So I try to build him kind of like a almost like a hybrid kind of thing because I wanted
yeah.
him to be able to do damage as well as protect, and that's why I put these artifacts on him. Yeah, I have a crit damage helmet and it's on 16. But yeah, I try to like mix and match, like try to get like try to get a balance on me. I didn't want full support. I'm sure if I went full support, it would be 40 something, close to 50, if not 50. Because full
Yeah.
support is good for the shit. But I want him to be able to do damage too, and he can do damage, especially with his burst. He can do a lot of damage. Because right now, my only burst does like 50 to 60k. Um,
Nice.
that's with the artifacts I have. That's not fully for damage. I even considering changing to a noblesse, a two-piece noblesse and a two-piece arcade petra, just for more damage. But yeah, I might leave it how it is for now. Yeah, leaving it
So,
how it is.
okay, well, my only is not doing anywhere close to that damage. I think mine's just hitting around 20 something K on the
Yeah,
off.
mine too.
Wow.
Yeah, so so how fast does your recharge come up?
Um, before I was using, I have an extra Jade spare, so I had that on him.
Hmm.
But now I start using the Favonia spare because I have it R5. Actually, I got so many of these.
Wow.
Love me. That spare, I literally have an R5 and an R2, I think, as well.
What?
Yeah, that spare love me.
That's
Yo, I've been
crazy,
getting that
yo.
like, yo,
That's
that's
me and the Favonius Claymore. I have an R5 Favonius Claymore and an R2 of the another one.
wow. Yeah, that's what I have. So I put the Favonius lance on him recently, and I find the burst coming a lot quicker. Well, obviously it would because you're getting recharge, you're getting particles. I mean, and more recharge. But he does, yeah, you're doing less damage. You're doing less damage, not as a lot less because for the Jade, it has more attack. But then I almost never build up the stacks for the full effect. So in a sense, I just need to get the Favonius to like 90, and it will be close, if not similar, to the Jade Bear when it comes to the damage. Plus, I get in more recharge, and it is better because I get in particles from my entire team, not just him. So I find that'll be better for him. Yeah, but yeah,
Yo,
that's
I just saw somebody from the chat say he does 70K with Pale Flame set. That's crazy, yo.
with
That
what?
is crazy.
Yo.
The Pale Flame set.
So the person built a DPS something? Oh,
I guess he built it physical. I'm guessing.
okay, that's interesting.
Because
Damn.
I have a pale flame set on my only. It's not bad, but the thing is, my pale flame set the substats are not good. My for my physical only, I I well no for my physical characters, I think four piece glad is the best set for me in terms of substats, but it's still not maxed out to the point where like I feel like it's like Rel doing crazy damage.
Uh,
But
get there.
yeah, and that's just to show you like I feel like I have the most sets for only. I have like the physical like I have like three sets of physical sets for only. I can run.
Um,
I can run four piece glad. I can run four piece pale flame. I can run two piece pale flame, two piece bloodstain. So, but like it's like, but none of them are really OP in terms of substats. I'm just unlucky with artifact grinding.
That's what we're saying. Right? Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah,
yeah,
and like I think that's
that's
why
like
some people were saying like is it worth it to use, like if you have a set that working for your character really, is it worth it to grind out totally new and try and get the optimal um substats for it as well. So sometimes it's not worth it, even though the the start of full four piece would be better, but grind for a full new set for your character sometimes it's just not worth it.
I think if it's if you could use it on other characters, you should actually grind more
Like
sets. Like if you do the noblesse bloodthirst domain, that's like the best domain because a lot of characters use noblesse. A lot of characters could use
yeah,
bloodthirst.
Yeah, I agree.
that's one of the mistakes I made. Not
Yeah, I made
for
that same
I
mistake.
didn't grind that set enough because like up to now like my Bennett still doesn't have a fully um like a really full noblesse set. It's like I'm running something on him. Like my feather and my flower are good, but the rest are like trash.
Yeah,
They're super
it's
trash,
like
yo.
that.
So like I want to go and grind it, but like at the same time I have so many much other things to do with the resin. It's like it's difficult.
The resin doesn't stretch. That's the messed up part.
Yeah. I really wish they would like let's say you decide to take a break, like a 2 day break or something in the game, that your resin would just stack. Like
Pile
it
up.
would just
Yeah,
go above the 160. I don't see why. I don't see what's the reason of not allowing, because it's not like you getting more resin. It's just like you just leaving it there for it. But yeah, yeah. But anyway, I don't want this pod to go on too long. Next thing, your next time we do the pod, you'll say, man, and I going on too long. But but yeah, it was a good talk, guys. Um, I really enjoyed the pod. Any final thoughts on your ends?
I
Um,
still hate this game.
uh, nah, man, good talk, guys. Looking forward to the next one. Um, I think
Yeah.
I think we should really. I mean, we have like a couple of viewers here. We should play together sometime.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Just drop your UID
we
whenever.
should.
I'm gonna drop it now.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Wait, how you sending a message?
Hang on, I'm on.
Yeah, yeah. And well, I guess one more thing before we go out. If y'all watch content creators, what do you think about the beef between Tectone and
I think
Tectone? I can't finish it.
Tune and Tuna.
Yes.
I think there's the thing. I watch
Mm,
Tectone. I know Tectone. I know sometimes he comes off like an asshole,
yeah.
but he's an asshole, but he's not a toxic asshole. You know. I think Tuna is
Mm,
taking it a little bit too much, too hard. Because I also
yeah.
watched his content since before Genshin, like when he did Monster Hunter and stuff. I think he's
Mm,
taking it a little bit too hard for it to be like half a year later you're still on this topic, and then you're still trying to make him come off as this person that ruined your life type of situation when that's not what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't ruin the game for you. Maybe Tectone should chill, but it's not
Mm.
that serious. It's
Yeah,
really wasn't that serious.
it's not. I agree.
Yeah. I I feel like tuners he's probably his mental capacity. I don't want to say capacity, but his mental sensitivity is a bit maybe too high. I think he's just going
Especially
too
for
much
male.
like overdrive on everything. Huh?
Leave that for women, yo.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, honestly. Another thing, though, I don't know if you guys thought about it that way. I don't know if these guys
Mm,
doing that for like views, because a lot of people do that
yeah.
for views, like beef with other content creators. I remember
Yeah.
same Asian guy had a beef with what's his name, Yoda the Shoda once. I don't know if you all know that, but they like, and the other guy was just looking for, like, he came in his comments and he
Oh.
made a comment, and I think made even this M Tash as well. But
Everybody this is them
but
Tasha.
you could see that was being done just for views. So sometimes
Yeah.
it might not be genuine, and they might just make it seem like it's genuine. For Tectone, I know you're probably serious. But Tectone is a funny fella. He not like he's not that serious as Tuna making it seem. Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, in my opinion. And
But
I
look at Tectone and Mtash. They always trolling each other.
yeah,
Yeah,
they always
bro.
show each other.
Like as much shit as Tectone gives leakers and stuff, he's buddy with Majestic.
Yeah. Well,
Like
yeah.
Majestic pops into the stream and drops a donation
I didn't
just
know
to
that.
troll. Yeah, just to troll Tectone.
So
Yeah.
what does he? So when he reach in Tectone stream, what does he say? Welcome everyone. But even though Majestic is like he has a boring tone, but I find he has like one of the most informative channels in terms of you know in terms of content. I find his channel is like very informative.
Oh,
He just
definitely.
doesn't have like the energy and the spark, but like he does his job in terms of content.
That's true. I agree there. I cannot deny that. It's just boring. It's literally too boring for me to listen to him. Honestly, don't. I used to watch his videos. I literally fighting to watch his videos. I literally
Damn.
fight myself to watch because he's so boring, yo. I get distracted. I looking at something, I find something else to do. But it's like, yo, nah. It's just I don't know. I don't know. Mid voice, me and his voice and myself, we just cannot get it.
He's just
Cannot.
not mixing. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for showing up. Great pod. Um, be back same time next week Monday. If the viewers want it, we'll have to do it more often. But yeah, great pod. Thanks again for everything.
Hey man,
All right. Yeah, man.
because
Yeah. So comment, subscribe. Let us know what you felt about the pod. Let us know what you think we can improve. And yeah, we'll see you again next Monday.
Peace.
We're out.
yeah, guys, later.